Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of the Peace Came Down devotional as we prepare our hearts and our minds for what God has for us this Christmas season. Over the last couple days, we've looked at how we were made for good, how our hearts were made for good, and in the beginning we were made good and all of this, and now we come to the part where that all goes away. And it's difficult at times for us to remember our sin, and it's difficult at times for us to remember that we are cursed. I mean, we literally live under a curse, and that curse is because of sin. And that's difficult and challenging for us to remember. But what we have to know is if it wasn't for that remembrance, we would have no need to seek out of Christ. So we have to remember our sin. We have to remember the curse. We have to remember those things in order for us to seek Jesus as we should. So as we're looking at Genesis chapter 3 and then at verse 17, we see that Adam and Eve they've already fallen. They've already eaten of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which God specifically told them not to do. They went and they did it. And then in verse 17, we get a picture of the curse given to Adam. Now, God had already told them what the curse upon Eve was and what the curse upon the snake was. But this one is specific to Adam, and I believe that it not only applies to Adam, but it applies to the whole of humanity. It's not just for men, and it's not just for women. It applies across the board to all of humanity. And this is what it says. And to Adam he said, because you have listened to the voice of your wife and have eaten of the tree of which I commanded you, you shall not eat of it. Cursed is the ground because of you. In pain you shall eat of it all the days of your life. And it's this incredible picture we get of this curse that's put on us, because now what used to be readily available and what used to be very plentiful now would take work and toil and sweat and difficulty, and things wouldn't go well. And God was saying, look, because you have chosen to go your own way, because you have chosen not to trust me, because you have done that, everything you do will be difficult. Everything. Everything you do is going to be challenging. Things are not going to be easy anymore. Things are going to be hard. And so the difficulty that we have in this life, the difficulty that we experience, all of these things, they are a result of sin. They are a result of the curse that we have now. This curse that is on us and makes life difficult, and this curse that we can never quite seem to get away from. This is the reason why we get sick. This is the reason why people die. All of these things. This is why we get hurt. I mean, this is all of it. There wasn't even thorns and thistles or goat heads or anything else before the fall, before the curse that fell upon not just mankind, but the entire world. This is why, a lot of times we wonder, why do natural disasters happen? Because we live in a world that is cursed, has been cursed by sin. Now, that's a pretty bleak picture. And it's good for us to remember that it seems bleak. It's good for us to be frustrated in that. But here's what I've got to tell you, that even though things seem bleak, even though things seem dark, and there seems to be no hope, we still have hope, because Jesus came, and when he came, peace came down with him. And so over the next couple of days and weeks, we're going to look at and remind ourselves of both how sin has affected us, so that we can better appreciate the sacrifice that Jesus made when he came to be with us.